There's a line from the first reading that I want to unpack and comment with you, and the line goes like this. See what love the Father has bestowed on us, that we may be called the children of God. Beloved, we are God's children now. I want to start with a question. Imagine that you have an artist, and imagine that an artist makes a sculpture of a human being, and he makes a beautiful sculpture of a human being that really resembles like a true human being. Would you say that the artist is the father of the sculpture or the author of the sculpture? And the answer is, we would say that the artist is not the father of the sculpture, he is the author of the sculpture. Why? Because for you to be the father of something, you don't only have to bring something into being, you have to give that being your own nature. You have to share your nature with that new being. When the author makes a sculpture, he brings something into being, but he doesn't infuse his same nature into the sculpture. The sculpture has a nature of its own, different from the one of the artist. When we come into being, when we are created, when we come into the world, before we're baptized, we can call God our creator. We don't call God our Father. Only when we're baptized, we start to call God our Father. Why? Because only in baptism, God shares His divine nature with us. Before our baptism, we're made in the image and likeness of God. It's true. But we can call God only our Creator. But only after baptism, something happens that He infuses His divine life into us. Okay, so this all sounds a little abstract. What does it mean that we can call God our Father? Okay, let's go a little bit deeper into this understanding. What it means is that we can know the persons of the Trinity like they know themselves. We can have an understanding and a grasp and an intimacy with the people of the Trinity, with the person of the Trinity, in the same way that they have an intimacy among them. And also the way that they love themselves, we're also part of that love. So that means that the Trinity is not for us something foreign and external, but rather when we become sons and daughters of God, we become part of the Trinitarian life. And look at what John says in today's reading. We do not know that when it is revealed we shall be like Him, for we shall see Him as He is. St. Thomas of Aquinas says this. He says, between us and the people in heaven that are already enjoying the beatific vision, there's not an essential difference, just an accidental difference. So in a sense, the divine life is already ours because of baptism. And why is this all relevant to Christmas? Because the church fathers used to say, God made Himself man so that man could become like God. So we can only participate in this divine life because first God made Himself human. So how can we make this practical to our life? How can this be relevant and not just an abstract theory? Well, I think the mystics, and we're not mystics yet, but the mystics got to experience this participation in the divine life as something in their own flesh, as something part of their life. The way that the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit love each other, they felt part of that divine life. How can we start to participate and enjoy this love? Recollection. When we're dispersed, these profound truths just escape us. But recollection means throughout the day, remembering and embracing the presence of God and embracing this mystery. So today, my encouragement for each one of you is try to be more recollect. Try to remember today that we've been made sons and daughters, that we can call God truly our Father in the same way that Jesus Christ calls him his Father, because we participate in the love of the Trinitarian love.